And welcome back to some more Marvel Champions with my man Luke Cage. So I did have a 40-minute video ready, but then I realized like in the middle of the game that I forgot to take the one damage from his tough. So I decided to just make a whole new video and do it all over again. And pay attention to my mistakes. And what am I talking about? So Luke Cage is our newest hero. And he can have any number of tough status cards. Attacks against Luke Cage lose piercing. Don't worry, I'll show you his action later. But his hero form is that after a tough status card is discarded from Luke Cage, he takes one unpreventable damage, ignoring tough. So there was a moment. So as you can see, we are playing a Rhino again, but I gave him the Infinity Gauntlet, right? So we've been having a really back and forth game, but I forgot, right? And this is on me. I forgot. There was it was Rhino, Shadow King, and his nemesis, Cottonmouth or something like that. And I lost like 4 tough status cards, and I forgot to take the damage for that, which would have changed how the turn progressed, because I don't think we would have been able to win that. So it's real interesting. I won't lie, he's a really interesting hero, and we are playing the precon deck, so we are sort of setting ourselves up to fail. But the goal this time is to not forget that we sort of have to do stuff. Now here's the thing, right? I hate seeing all my attack cards at the beginning of the game because I sort of want to see those later. And seeing those now makes me very sad. Seeing Hulk, though, does make me very happy. So, yeah. We're going to discard this, and we're going to see what we get. I'm hoping to get a double resource. No, I don't see what I want to see here. All right. We're going to activate our ability to search our deck and discard pile for the Bernstein process. Now, there's a few things I want to play. I'm just not sure who I'm going to play, because I don't have enough cards to play everyone. I would like to get the Hulk started off, because he gets +1 for every rage counter here. And after the villain attacks you, we place a rage counter on Hulk. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Probably going to hold on to Misty Knight. No, I'm going to hold on to Jessica Jones. So we're going to play... Yeah, I'll spend 2 resources to play the Bernstein process. I'll spend 1 resource to play Fogwell's Gem. I'm going to exhaust this to give us our tough status cards. And then we're going to flip over to our hero form. And here's the reason I did this, right? So the precon deck wants you to... The archetype is that you have your team-up cards. And so you need to have heroes or allies that you team up with on the field in order to take advantage of those team-up cards. If you don't have them, you're in a terrible position. So we are holding on to Jessica Jones, and we're holding on to the Hulk. Next turn, I want to play Jessica. If I see, though, my homeboy Iron Fist, I might throw him out. And then again, the Hulk is just there to sort of give us some time. So I'm going to swing for 2 damage at the Rhino, just to get that out the way. And then we're going to ready up everything and draw our new hand. 5. Yep. 1 counter over here. Rhino's going to swing at us for 2. Whoops. Not that card. This card. 2. And then he puts a counter on, 3. And he puts a counter on Pursued by the Past. And then we get 1. And then we are confused because of the Mind Stone. And then we get 1 bad card, which is Sinister Strike. Place 1 counter on Pursued by the Past. If it has any counters, Veil activates against you. So Rhino's going to swing at me for 2. Oh, I lost the counter, but I take 1 unpreventable damage because of the tough. So he's going to swing at me for 2. 2. I'm about to see my Nemesis villain like turn 2, bro. Weird game. Word game. And then he activates our next card, which is a Time Stone. All right. And that's our and that was our bad card, right? Sinister Strike. Yeah. So we just saw 3 of our standards at the same time. Sometimes this deck just shuffles in a way, and you're just like, what are you doing? Our turn. So we're gonna spend 3 resources to get out Jessica. We're gonna thwart to get rid of our confuse. And I'm gonna get flipped down and see if we lose the game. No, we'll stay up. We'll stay up. It's fine. So we're gonna ready up and draw 3, 4, 5. All right, whatever. So 1. Rhino swings at us for 3. We're gonna take this hit, 4 damage. And then Infinity Gauntlet activates. So discard the top 4 cards of our deck and place 1/3 on the main screen for each different card discarded this way. I see 2 resources, 3 resources, and a support. So this gets 2, bringing this up to 4. And then that's our bad card. That sucks. Our turn. Yeah. Thwart for 2. Flip down. Activate the process to give me 2 tough status cards. Spend 1 oh no, I can't do that. I'm gonna spend 1 to play Power Man. Spend another 1 to play our Metal Bracers. And we're going to end our turn here. And then we draw 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. One threat. Rhino is in a scheme for 2. Do we lose? 3. All right, so this goes up to 6. So we almost lost. We get our next stone. And then our bad card is Stampede. This card gains Surge. Enhanced Ivory Horn. Neat. All right. Our turn. Exhaust the process to add a tough status card. Then we're gonna flip down. I'm gonna spend a double resource to play Dynamic Duel. We're gonna search our deck and discard pile for a team up and an ally by that card's team up keyword. I see why it's there. We're going to get Unbreakable Bond because we got Jessica Jones with us. Sadly, I've got her over here too, so I can't play her. But that's fine. We're not scared of nothing. So we spent that. We could play Harlem's Hero. We hold on to that. We play this. I'm going to have her thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4 off of here. She's going to take 1 consequential damage. I'm going to have Luke Cage thwart for 2 off of here to bring that all the way down. I'm going to spend 1 resource to play Unbreakable Bond. And we're going to remove 3. Oh, so I shouldn't have you thwart. All right, good. So I'm going to have, we're going to play Unbreakable Bond. We're going to remove 3 threat from this game. And then heal 3 damage from Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, who is at 4 HP. Oh, did I take that much damage? Shoot. I didn't even realize I took that much damage. I was supposed to heal somewhere along the way. Totally forgot. I'm going to spend 1 resource to play the Metal Bracer. And then I'm gonna have Luke Cage swing at the Rhino for 2, and we're gonna ready up everyone. We're holding on to Harlem's Hero. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1 counter. Rhino swings at us for 3, 4, 5, 6. We lose a tough. We take 1 unpreventable damage. And then we get our bad card, which is Hydra Bomber. Run reveal, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on a main scheme. We're going to exhaust our Metal Racers to reduce that damage by 2. Also, Rhino takes 2 into retaliation damage because our Metal Bracers give us retaliate 1. And then our bad card is Armored Iron Suit. When any damage will be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. Alright. Our turn. We're going to swing at Rhino for 2. I'm going to play 1 to play Harlem's Hero. We're going to live Luke Cage a tough status card. And we're going to choose Luke Cage and ready him up. For each tough status on Luke Cage, choose a character you control and ready it. I'm going to use a double resource to play Righteous Purpose. Every character you control that has exactly 1 hit point remaining gets +2 thwart, +2 attack. I'm going to hold on to Stand With Me. I want to play that game later. I'm going to swing for Rhino for 2 damage. And then I forgot to activate Power Man to draw a card when we lost our tough status card. That's on me. I will remember that next turn. I could flip down and heal, but I don't really care to. Now here's the thing, right? If Hydro Bomber attacked me, right, and I activated Metal Bracer and I took no damage, do I keep my tough status card? I think that's my question. I need Web Fanatic Warrior to make a tough status guide for me real fast. And then anything else I want to do? I want to hold on to Jessica Jones. I'll have her swing at the Hydra Bomber. Just because I don't feel I don't feel like I need to take that damage. I'm gonna hold on to Stand With Me because we can get another tough status card, and then we're gonna ready up and draw our next hand. So 2, 3, 4. Hold up. 5 cards. All right. 1 counter, 1 over there. Rhino's going to swing at me for 3, 4, 5, 6. We lose a tough. We take 1 damage. And then we get discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until the minion is discarded. Shadow King. So we need to possess attachment because he is going to get Jessica Jones from us, and that makes me very sad. Because I don't want him to have Jessica Jones. I worked so hard. There we go. Possessed. Alright. There's that. And then, oh wait, I'm sorry. This time I remember. Power Man, we draw a card. Not forgetting that this turn. And then, all right. So this goes away, and then our bad card is, Rhino. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. Upcharge. Neato. Just what you want to see. All right, my turn. And all of this is looking very bad. So we're going to spend 2 resources to play defensive formation. I could play Stand With Me. I actually will spend 2 resources to play Stand With Me. And we're going to give Luke Cage a tough status card and then remove threat from here. And then I'm going to have Luke Cage swing at Rhino. Oh no, this should already be gone because he takes retaliation damage. So that should already be long gone. Sorry. I forgot about that. That's okay. See, that kind of mistake I don't mind making because I'm not going to try to figure out what his HP was. So that's fine. I know that from this point on, though, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. So I should probably swing at Jessica so I don't lose so many cards. Because I'm going to lose 3 tough status. I'm going to lose at least 2. So I'm going to swing at Jessica and we're going to knock her out. And then we will pass our turn and draw 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Hold up. I'm making the most beautiful play ever. All right, I've got a great idea, and I think it's going to be golden. So 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. All right. This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It depends on what the next card I draw is, though. That will make me sad. All right. So this is gone. We put 1 counter on 1 threat. Rhino is going to swing at me for a lot, and luckily he doesn't have piercing, so he's going to swing at me for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oof. So we lose a tough, and we take that damage, and then he takes 2 damage. And then Shadow King is going to swing at us for 3. We take 1 damage. And he takes 2 damage. And we exhaust Power Man to draw a card. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. And then we put a Reality Stone into play. And then we get our bad card, which is... Oh, I should have 2 bad cards, actually. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I should have 2 bad cards. So realistically... this should actually be the first bad card I get because of this should be the first bad card I get actually, and this should have been the boost card because this is what I drew from the boost card because we decked out, so I should have got that, and then we would swing like that, and then we get 2, with the first one being drawing nearer, and the next one being nowhere is safe. So nowhere is safe. All right, well. Shoot. Nowhere is safe, I guess. So we get rid of that, and we put our Nemesis minion and our stuff into play here. This is getting kind of messy. I ain't gonna lie to you here. So now a different type of game is being played, and I sort of need to figure out how I want to do this. All right. This comes in with 3 threat. And now it is our turn. Okay, so we discard, and we put 2 counters on Pursued by the Past because we lose that double. This is kind of rough because I have to flip down. Tough, Cottonmouth. I sort of have to flip down, but I don't have a way to confuse everyone, and I don't have a way to kill everyone here. I could do... We could play Jessica Jones and get her out. Get that heal up as well. Because I was thinking about playing Iron Fist, but I just don't see... we do 3, we do that. No, I'm gonna play... I'm actually gonna go and get out Jessica Jones because we need to get rid of that right now. So we're gonna play Dynamic Duo. So we're going to look for Jessica Jones and our team up with her. Because I want to heal and I don't want to flip down. And I need to get rid of this. So that and that. There we go. All right. And then I sort of want to play. So do we do it like this? And then this? And then we hold on to stand with me? I think that's what we do. So we spend 3 resources to get out Jessica Jones. And then I'm going to activate defensive formation and give Jessica Jones a counter tough status. And then we're going to spend this to play Unbreakable Bond. So we're going to remove 3 threat from a scheme from this one. And oh, they can't be attacked. Okay, that's different from not taking damage. So then we get to discard until we have a Serpent minion out. Yeah. Okay, let's do this a little bit faster here. There we go. Serpent minion. And then... Alright. So we got rid of that. And then we're going to heal for 3. Jessica Jones is going to swing at Shadow King for 2 damage. And then we're going to exhaust Fogwell Jim. When we lose our tough size card, we get to ready her up. And then we're going to swing at Shadow King again, knocking him out. 2, 2, 4, 5. And then I think I just have to take a few hits. So next we do, she takes 1 consequential damage. And then Luke Cage is going to swing at Apps for 2 damage. And I think we are good, because then we kill everyone next turn. So we ready up everyone. And then we draw 3, 4, 5. Alright. 1 counter. Rhino will... Should I have done that? 2, 4, 6, 1, 2. Okay. Rhino's going to swing at us for 2, 3, 4, 5. So we take 1 damage, and we hit him with the 2 damage for the retaliate. And then discard any ally, upgrade, or support you control. I'm actually thinking about discarding the bursting process, because I'm just going to... I need to flip down next turn anyway. So I'm going to discard that, because we can get it back next turn. Or maybe I get the Righteous Purpose? No. This is still useful to me. And then we're going to exhaust Power Man. Actually, we'll discard Fogwell's Gym. And then I'm going to exhaust Power Man to draw a card. And then Cottonmouth is going to swing at me for 1 damage. And he's going to attack me 2 additional times. So we're going to reduce 1 damage by 1. Take no damage. Reduce his next damage by 1. Take no damage. And then we take 1 damage from his attack. And he will take 2 retaliates for each of those hits, giving him 6 damage. And then Apps is going to swing at me for 2. And I'm going to deal 2 retaliate damage to her, knocking her out. And then we get 1 bad card, which is Explosion. Bomb Scare is not in play. Hard to keep down. Rhino heals for damage. Alright, that's fine. And then Drawing Nearer activates. So that gets 1. And this gets 1 counter. Okay. What do we do here now? I need to discard something. So do I just get the Hulk out? I could just get the Hulk out and be like, yeah, muck it all up. I'm gonna spend 4 resources to get out the Hulk. Sadly, I won't be able to do stand with me this turn. So let's see. I'm gonna flip down and I'm gonna heal up to 7. I'm gonna exhaust the Bernstein process to give me 2 tough status. I'm going to discard this as an alter ego action to discard that. And then we will end our turn. And draw 6. Oof. Alright. Rhino is going to scheme for 2. Whoops. Come on. 2. And then shuffle each Shadow King card from the discard pile into the encounter deck. Ugh. That sucks. Man, I won't lie, this Shadow King has proven really annoying to me. Really, really annoying. So, and that's the discard pile. And then he already schemes, so then he gets that. Alright, and now it is my turn. So I'm going to exhaust the Bernstein process. Give us a tough status card. I'm going to let Jessica Jones thwart for 4 off of here. She's going to have 1 HP left. And now she has +2 attack and +2 thwart. So she's a monster. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to heal up for 4. Bringing me back up to full HP. Then I'm going to flip down. I'm going to spend 1 resource to play... Are you going? Harlem's Hero. I'm going to give Luke Cage a tough status card. Well, no, actually, before I play this, I'm going to have the Hulk swing at Rhino for 2 damage. And then I'm going to play Harlem's Hero. And I'm going to give him a tough status card, bringing him up to 4. And then I ready up for each... choose a character I control. For each tough status card, I choose a character I control and ready it. I'm going to have the Hulk swing for another 2 damage at Rhino, leaving him with 1 HP. I'm going to hold on to Jessica Jones. I'm not sure. I'm actually going to do defensive formation to give Jessica a tough status card. And then I'm going to have Luke Cage swing at the Rhino for 2. Wait, hold up. No, you're a lightning resource. Alright. And then... Yeah, this is an entirely useless hand that I can't do anything with. Because it's after your hero defends. Alright, so this card I'm confused on the wording about, right? Because after your hero defends, each ally you control gets +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of the player phase. So if that is the end of the player phase, if the villain attacks you during the villain round, don't your heroes also get that +1? I'm just confused on how that works out. I'm in my head it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to me, if that makes sense. So yeah, we did that. We're gonna ready up everyone, and we're gonna discard everything. I might hold on to take a stand. I don't know. Nah, we're good. And we're going to draw a new hand of 5. 6. Probably play dynamic duo. Okay. All right. I see what we're doing here. So Rhino is going to swing at me for 2, 3, 4, 5. We take 1 damage. And then our bad card, and then we activate the Power Stone, so we are stunned. And then we put this in the discard pile. We activate our bad card, which is Sandman, who has toughness. A lot of people with toughness on. Also, Hulk gets a counter on him. So Hulk is swinging for 2, 4, 5 damage so far. So he's going to be making really big hits. My turn. I'm going to exhaust offensive formation. And we're going to put a tough status card on the Hulk. I'm going to have Luke Cage swing and not do anything to get rid of that. And then I'm going to spend 2 resources to play Dynamic Duo. And we are looking to get Iron Fist and Power. So we got Iron Fist, and we're looking to get his other one. Oh, because I believe the deck came with 2 of them. No? Am I tripping? I thought his precon deck came with 2 of them. No. Oh, it only came with... Oh, that sucks. Oh, I don't know if I want to play that then. Because spending a double resource feels so wasteful. Okay, whatever. We'll spend it. I did have something I want to do, but we'll then do... We'll spend 3 resources to get out Iron Fist. And let's see. Iron Fist is going to swing at Sandman to clean off his tough and take 1 consequential damage. And then we do Power Man and Iron Fist. So we're going to deal 2 damage to someone unlucky. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll do 2 damage to the Rhino, bringing him to his second form. And then he's going to bring out Breaking and Taking, which I'm pretty sure is in the discard pile. Been a while since I've seen it. Yep. And then we're going to give our tough status card to Luke Cage. And then the Hulk is... Oh, that should be the end of that. And then the Hulk is going to swing, knock Sandman into the stratosphere. I gotta stop putting that upside down. And Jessica Jones is going to thwart for like 18 gazillion to get rid of Breaking and Taking. I know, it's like 3. It comes in with 3. She thwarts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gets rid of that. Easy peasy. Well, 6, 7. She's thwarting for like 7. So there's nothing she can't clear. And we are good to go. Ready up. Draw our 5. This is where all my sweet Christmas are. Again, I gotta shuffle this deck better because I feel like I am getting confungled here. And then yeah. Alright, so Rhino 1. He's going to swing at me for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we lose a tough status. We take 1 damage. And then we exhaust Power Man to draw a card. And now here's what sucks because like Sweet Christmas is like is the card I'm supposed to play, so okay. I'm seeing how I want to do this. And then we get 1 Infinity Stone. And then we get 1 bad card, which is hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4 damage. He actually has 15 HP, and we have not damaged him. So this card gains Surge. Possessed. Treat attach ally. So he's gonna get the Hulk as a minion, which is fine. I was prepared for this. I'd hate to see today, but you know, it just is what it is. And it is our turn. So I'm gonna spend 2 resources to play Stand With Me. We're gonna give Luke Cage a tough status card and remove threat from that because whatever, doesn't bother me. I'm going to spend 1 resource to play Sweet Christmas, and we're going to heal 1 damage from Jessica Jones, and we're going to deal 5 damage to the villain and every minion engaged with us. So he is down to 10. Hulk gets knocked out, loses its possessed. I'm going to hold on to a Sweet Christmas because I'm pretty sure he's going to take someone hostage next turn. So I'll figure out how to deal with that in a minute. And I'm going to have Luke Cage swing at the Rhino for 2 damage. I'm going to flip him to his alter ego form. We're going to exhaust the Bernstein. I got to give myself a bad card, by the way. I'm going to exhaust the Bernstein priceless to put a tough status card on us. And then it is turn for Rhino. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1 Rhino schemes for 2, 3, 4, 4. 2 bad cards. I'm sorry, Infinity Stone. Heal 3 damage from the villain. Give him a face down boost card. And then first one is Ruler of the Astral Plane. Comes in with 6. I sort of want to give him Iron Fist. And then, yeah, I guess I'll give him Iron Fist. Oh, that sucks. And then it's our turn. We're going to exhaust Bursting Process, put a tough status card on me, just because I can. I should heal, but that ain't going to happen. So we're going to flip down. I'm going to let her thwart for 4 off of this scheme. She's going to take 1 consequential damage. I'm going to play Sweet Christmas. We're going to deal another 5 damage to him, bringing him down. And we're going to knock out Iron Fist as well, sadly. I'm going to spend 2 resources to play Defensive Formation. And I'm going to exhaust it. Or no, I'm not going to exhaust it yet. I want to play Misty Knight next turn because I'm going to need her. And I'm going to swing for 2 damage at the Rhino. And then I'm going to end my turn. We're going to discard Righteous Purpose. And we're going to hold on to 1, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this goes up to 3 because there's an acceleration token here. And then Rhino is going to swing at me, and luckily I have an army of tough status cards. So he's going to swing at me for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I take 1 damage. Then we get our bad card, which is Shocker. Deal 1 damage to each hero, so we take another one. And then that's Shadow King down there. Yay! All right, and then it's I'm sorry, I'm supposed to add Power Man to draw a card. And now it's our turn. How do I do this here? I'll do it the fun way. You have convinced me. No, there's such a funnier way to do this. Yeah? No. Yeah. Misty Knight. Use a double and a single. One to play Fogwells. No, we won't do that. I'm going to have her. I'm going to have Luke Cage swing for 2 damage. We're going to exhaust defensive formation to give Jessica Jones a tough status card, who's thwarting for 5, 6, 7. She's going to thwart for 7 off of this thing. It doesn't matter. She's going to swing for Rhino at 2 and we win the game. All right. I don't want to make this as convoluted as it's going to be, because the next step was going to be, hey, 1, Harlem's Hero, give him a tough status card, ready up her. We'll probably swing with at Missy Knight with something, and then let Luke Cage finish it off again. I don't know how I feel about this deck. So we won. All right. We won. We didn't cheat. We had it. Oh, we did cheat. I'm sorry. I was supposed to discard that, and then we shuffle that into the new Infinity deck. But it doesn't matter because we won. Like that wasn't that bad. I felt like we did that with as minimal mistakes as possible. Again, there are just cards I'm not 100% sure on, because if you look at, again, it's just like, do the bracers activate before his tough status cards? Because then if you don't take any damage, you would get to keep your tough status cards. I'm not sure. Does this interrupt activate before the force interrupt? You know what I mean? I'm just confused on that. So, yeah, I got to find out about that, but I think I played with the rulings to the best of my ability. How do I feel about this deck? I get it. I see what it does, but I feel like there are useless cards in just his hero set. For example, like Cruising for a Bruising, right? How often did I run into a minion? Like, really, how often did I run into a minion? I know I was there, but I think they tried to do a minion killer deck, and I think that's what they were shooting for. Dynamic Duo. I get it. You spend 2 resources, you get your hero in the card you want to, in the team up card with it. It just sucks because, like, then you get Jessica Jones and you get Unbreakable Bond. So, okay, so let me show you how this works out real fast, right? Look at what I'm saying in my head, right? You have 5 cards in hand. You spend 2, get Dynamic Duo, Jessica Jones, and Unbreakable Bond. But wait, you can only play Unbreakable Bond, so you have to hold on to Jessica Jones. It just feels very expensive, because allies are very expensive, and I don't know if that's what they were trying to do with it. Because it feels like a very expensive card for the archetype, if that makes sense. Because you're playing allies and you're looking for team up cards, but your allies are expensive. So if you don't have any resources, why didn't he come with any resource generators? That's what this deck needs, a resource generator. And I don't mean, like, Power Man's okay to draw cards, so you're always at 6 cards, because you're always losing a tough status card, but he doesn't have a generator. And then he only has these 2 as attacks. Well, he has 3 attacks, right? Because then, hold up, I'm just trying to separate his stuff real fast. Okay, so hold up. Hold up. This is it. So he doesn't really have resource generators. They gave him one knuckle sandwich. So this could end you the game. Don't get me wrong, this can end you the game. I had 5 tough status cards. So I would have attacked for 3, removed the tough status, put it in the hand. 6, remove the tough status card. 9, 12. It is possible to do like 15 damage with that card. So this card can win you the game. I can see why they put one of it in there. Getting extra readies with Harlem's Hero is really nice. Because it's sort of... You know what he is, right? I think he is the perfect example of a champion that can go into any aspect and win. Because he's not particularly good at aggression. He's not particularly good at justice. He's not particularly good at leadership. He's not particularly good at protection. Well, I mean, he has tough status cards, but I mean, come on now. It's like, but he's a jack of all trades. That's how I would describe him as. He's a jack of all trades. He can do everything, but if you're going to rely on an aspect for him, you sort of need to be careful with that. You got to watch out for the aspect you put him in, because the aspect that you put him in, like, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know. You have to play it to feel it. Maybe it might just be a me thing, but I feel like this is a hero. I'm gonna have to definitely play with him a little bit more. I played with him and I was like, it's okay. Like, I felt like the toughs were gonna be better. Jessica Jones, when I played with her, I felt really good. I was having a great time with her. I was just knocking off schemes and doing stuff. Him, I felt like I was on the back row. But again, I'm playing against the Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet is a really strong thing. So, like, if it was just regular Rhino, we would have won already. I don't know. Again, more play testing before I'm going to do more play testing before I really sit down and set on it. Because I think, like, I look at him and think to myself, what if I just go protection retaliate? I don't do nothing. You just smash yourself against the wall. I think that's the deck I'm going to try with him. Maybe I like it more. I just, like, it didn't help too. Like that one turn where I literally had nothing to play. I didn't have, it's such a weird thing. I think he just needed a resource generator, like, that generated based off of his toughs, like Colossus. That would have been cool. I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of Luke Cage or Jessica Jones. Or let me know what you think of the game in general. Again, I feel really weird about him. I'm leaning more towards Jessica, but I think that's just because I don't feel leadership is his best. I don't feel leadership is for him. Yeah. I don't feel leadership is for him yet. But I feel like leadership might be for it. I've got some ideas in the head. And this video is going on long enough, so I will catch you all in the front one. Oh, excuse me. I will catch you all in the next one. Y'all have a great night. Peace.